Oil in the bowl of the lamp fed a wick, illuminating the room with a warm glow. I guessed that finding the tabula was the easy part. Figuring out its purpose was a different proposition. The tabula was engraved with a number of curious-looking symbols. These symbols looked just like the ones on the photograph of the clay tablet. That would be pointless. I didn't want to burn. When I held the map up to the flame, something started to change. The writing on the map started to react to the heat. Well, I'll be darned.
What is it?
At a guess, the locations on the map might match up with the ones he's marked on this photograph. If this letter matched the one on Ganon's translation, this must be the location of the Sun City. If this letter is the same location as the one marked D on Ganon's translation, this must be Sunset Mountain. If the letter E matches the one on Ganon's translation, this must be the location of the Young Cities. If this letter matched the one on Ganon's translation, this must be the location of the Three Rivers region. If the letters match the ones on Ganon's translation, this must be the Mountain Kingdom. The symbol on the... If Ganon's translation is correct, the symbol La Ji Shi represents the Sunset Mountain. So, these are directions. Begin at Sun City, travel 5 days east to a river. Travel south 6 days, through a desert, to the source of 4 rivers. Hey, Nico! I've cracked it!
Fantastic!
The Tabula Veritatis. It's a set of directions. Take a look at this map. The inscription says to start here at Sun City. Ganon hid the location in his map. It then says to travel 5 days east to a river, then turn south and travel 6 days through a desert to the source of 4 rivers.
And what is that?
I'm not sure, but it must be important, right?
Right. Important enough for the Gnostics to try and keep it a secret for thousands of years. And guess what? I think I may have found a way out.
You have?
Look, while you were busy playing Ancient Scholar, I found this.
What did it do?
I'm not sure.
It didn't open the door.
Perhaps we're missing something.
Must be. If Ganon died looking for a way out, there has to be more to it than just a hidden button.
Then let's keep looking.
I gave the statue another shove. The stone door had sealed us in. Hey. We any closer to getting out of here?
There has to be a way to release the door. Something that Genan missed. Or something that Genan didn't know. That's right! This was a Gnostic shrine. What would the Gnostics have done?
That wouldn't work. That was I suspected smashing it harder wouldn't have helped. That wouldn't work. That was... Nope. I'd already translated. The symbol on the... If this letter matched the one on Ganon's translation, this must be the location of the Sun City. It was an old flashlight. It looked like it died around the same time as Ganon. That wasn't worth trying. I knew it represented the Tree of Life. I knew it was supposed to be the Tree of Knowledge. The second passage read, "And all shall know that the light of knowledge is blue, and that the light of life is green. For thus was the light of Eden, both blue and green, intertwined with the light of man to become pure." Knowledge is blue and life is green. Well, that was good to know. I wondered what color was the light of man. I knew it represented the Tree of Life. That wouldn't work. That wouldn't work. Check out this old gun. It's ancient.
Hey, watch where you...
That would be point. I knew it was supposed to be the Tree of Knowledge. I knew it represented the Tree of Life. I gave the statue another shove. Ex luce veritas. Out of light, truth. The long-dead remains of a person slumped over the table with a bullet hole in his skull. It was a fedora, just like the one in Gainon's trunk back at the Castell. The years hadn't been kind to it. Red-robed and bare-chested, the statue was nothing if not striking. The figure had its back to me. Red-robed and bare-chested, the statue was nothing if not striking. The figure was facing the green pillar. That wouldn't work. Red-robed and bare... The figure was... Red-robed and bare-chested, the statue was nothing if not striking. The figure was facing straight towards me. That was almost a great idea. Red-robed and bare-chested, the statue was nothing if not striking. The figure was facing the blue tree. I needed a better idea. That was never going to happen. It was no time for mindless vandalism. It was no time. I needed a better idea. That was never. It was a tiny button, so small I could hardly see it. Kudos to Nico for spotting it. In the lost language of medieval mechanisms, that noise was the sound of disappointment, unfulfilled dreams, and sadness. Nothing had happened. I gave the statue another shove. Nothing had happened. Nothing had happened. That wouldn't make any sense. They were all colored red. I'd seen something like it before. That would be pointless. I suspected smashing it harder wouldn't have helped. That was never going to work. That wouldn't make... I needed a... That wouldn't make any sense. Nothing had happened. I needed a better idea. That wouldn't make any sense. That was never going to happen. I gave the statue another shove. Red-robed and bare-chested, the statue was nothing if not striking. The figure had its back to me. I knew it represented that. Nope, I needed to try something else. Never in a month. They did. Well, it seemed like a good idea at the... It did. They did. Well, that's... Never... Not a... They didn't... It did. Not a... Well... They didn't... Well, it seemed... That it did never. I guess that finding the tabula was the easy part. Figuring out its purpose was a different proposition. The tabula was engraved with a number of curious-looking symbols. These symbols looked just like the ones on the photograph of the clay tablet. A row of symbols were etched onto the top bar of the tabula. These symbols looked just like the ones on the photograph of the clay tablet. A row of symbols were etched onto the top bar of the tabula. These symbols looked just like the ones on the photograph of the clay tablet. They didn't. It. Nope. It was no time for mindless vandalism. It was a simple choice: spend a month chipping away at the stone slab with a hammer, or find the way out. What do you think of this, Nico?
I don't know.
That. That would. That was never going to work. That wouldn't make any sense. It was no time for mindless vandalism. Oil in the bowl of the lamp fed a wick, illuminating the room with a warm glow. I didn't want to burn that. I didn't I didn't want to burn that. That wouldn't work. That 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 wouldn't work. That would no, I needed a better idea. I didn't that wa- I Nothing had happened. The medallion fitted snugly into the socket. Whoa, would you take a look at that?
The light from the medallion is illuminating this blue figure.
This could be our ticket out of here.
If you're right, that explains why Genan never got out of here. He didn't have the medallion.
They were all colored red. I'd seen something like it before. That was nothing had happened. Nope. Nothing had happened. Red-robed and bare-chested, the statue was nothing if not striking. The figure was facing straight towards me. I wondered if it was an image of Lucifer. That was Red-robed and bare-chested, the statue was nothing if not striking. The figure was facing the blue tree. Red-robed and the figure was facing the blue tree. I gave the statue another shove. Red-robed and bare-chested, the statue was nothing if not striking. The figure had its back to me. Red-robed and bare-chested, the statue was nothing if not striking. The figure was facing the green pillar. I didn't want...
That sounded like something important happened.
Nothing had happened. Nothing had happened. Nothing had happened. I gave the statue another shove. Nothing had happened. Nothing had happened.
That sounded like something important happened.
I gave the statue another shove. Nothing had happened. I gave the statue another shove. Nothing had happened. Nothing had... Is that the door?
Thank God. I was getting worried we'd be trapped here, just the two of us forever.
There could have been worse ways of being trapped forever.
It is the door. Come on, Georges.
Nico and I had the Tabula Veritatis at last. Now all we needed to do was to find Eva and rescue Marquez. And make our getaway.
Don't die on me now, old man.
Georges, it's Landon.
Stay back!
For the last time, where is the tabula?
You'll never find it.
It's here in this chapel, isn't it?
Just tell him, Papa.
I will tell you nothing.
Look at your daughter, senor. My man would be happy to hurt her.
I cannot let you raise Lucifer. You will bring chaos to the world.
Georges, we have to do something.
You're dying, old man. Tell me what I want to know.
You'll never find it.
The guard was holding Eva captive.
Do something, Georges.
Langham didn't know we were there, yet. Marquez was clearly worried about Eva. I had really done some damage to the altar. With luck, Langham wouldn't notice that the gun was useless. Hold it there, Langham.
Well, if it isn't my least favorite American. Where is the tabula?
Even if I did have it, why would I give it to you?
Because you don't have a choice.
For God's sake, shoot him, George.
Yes, go on. Shoot me, why don't you?
Don't push me!
That gun would never fire. Give me the gun before you hurt yourself.
I didn't rate my chances with just a rusty old pistol.
Now, do you have the tabula?
I don't have it. We couldn't find it.
You're lying. I promise you I will kill the old man. I ask again, Do you have the tabula?
I really don't have it.
I warned you.
No!
Mon Dieu!
You will rot in hell!
Not hell. Quite the opposite. Now hand over the tabula, or the girl is next. So, the tabula veritatis. Thank you. The world will be a better place, George, once Jehovah has been destroyed.
What?
Lucifer will set us free.
You can't destroy Jehovah.
I can, and I will. Bring the girl, she may be of use.
Langham, no. Please.
As for you two, I admire your persistence. One of my men will be outside. If they try to follow me, shoot them.
With pleasure, boss.
Eva.
Senor Marquez, I'm so sorry.
You must get the tabula back.
We don't even know where he's going.
All we know is that it's somewhere in the Middle East.
Nothing else?
There was a note, something about our destiny lies in paradise?
And we found a map. It shows the source of 4 rivers, but that's all we have.
Can it be?
You know what that means?
In Genesis there is a river. It flows from paradise and divides into 4.
Where is this place? This paradise?
Eden is going to Eden.
The Garden of Eden? But that's just a Bible story, a myth.
No, it's a real place. It's where Jehovah created life, where Lucifer gave Eve knowledge, where the gods are held in balance.
And now Langham has the tabula to lead him right to it.
Only you can stop him. You must defeat him.
But how?
Eva, she will know.
He'd gone, but I knew he was right. We had to stop Langham and rescue Eva. He's dead, Nico.
Langham would have killed him anyway. You mustn't blame yourself.
The guard had a gun. I didn't want to do anything that'd be considered a threat.
Tell me, old man.
I cannot let you raise Lucifer.
There's nothing you can do to stop me now.
With luck, Langham wouldn't notice that the gun was useless. Hold it there, Langham.
Well, if it isn't my least favorite American. Where is the tabula?
Even if I did have it, why would I give it to you?
Because you don't have a choice.
For God's sake, shoot him, George.
Yes, go on. Shoot me, why don't you?
Don't push me!
That gun would never fire. Give me the gun before you hurt yourself.
I didn't rate my chances with just a rusty old pistol.
Now, do you have the tabula?
If I give you the tabula, then you promise you'll let us all go free?
I give you my word.
No, George, no.
So, the tabula veritatis. Actually, I will need to take the girl with me. The old man would just slow us down.
No, I'm staying here. My father needs medical help. If he doesn't get it, he will die.
Oh, really?
No!
Problem solved.
Langham, you'll rot in hell for what you've done.
Hell, quite the opposite, believe me. The world will be a better place, George, once Jehovah has been destroyed.
What?
Lucifer will set us free.
You can't destroy Jehovah.
I can, and I will. Bring the girl.
But you agreed to let us all go free.
She may be of use yet. One of my men will be outside. If they try to follow me, shoot them.
It would be my pleasure, boss.
Eva. You must get the tabula back.
We don't even know where he's going.
All we know is that it's somewhere in the Middle East.
Nothing else?
There was a note, something about our destiny lies in paradise.
And we found a map. It shows the source of 4 rivers, but that's all we have.
Can it be?
You know what that means?
In Genesis there is a river. It flows from paradise and divides into 4.
Where is this place? This paradise?
Eden. He's going to Eden.
The Garden of Eden? But that's just a Bible story, a myth.
No, it's a real place. It's where Jehovah created life, where Lucifer gave Eve knowledge, where the gods are held in balance.
And now Langham has the tabula to lead him right to it.
Only you can stop him. You must defeat him.
But how?
Eva, she will know.
He'd gone, but I knew he was right. We had to stop Langham and rescue Eva. Marquez was dead. Marquez was dead. It was an old crank handle. Nico, what do we do now?
We find a way to get past that guard.
There was a door at the bottom of the steps, but I would never have managed to reach it. It was a rickety old drain pipe. It had definitely seen better days. It was a door to an unknown area of the chapel. I didn't think there was a way down to that door from inside the chapel. The drain pipe entered a small, flat drain cover. Hey, over there!
Just try it, sunshine.
Yikes. That wasn't going to get me anywhere. There was no point putting that in the drain. I didn't want to attract attention to myself without a plan. That was never going to happen. I didn't want to attract... Nico, what do we do now?
We find a way to get past that guard.
It was a fire extinguisher. Good idea with all the candles around. It was a selection of tools. Listen, this is a big mistake. You have to let us out of here.
You stick your head out of that door and I will put a bullet in it.
I didn't want to attract attention to myself without a plan. That would be pointless. That wouldn't make... Throwing that at the guard was only going to draw his attention to me. The guard was too far away to hit with the hammer. The guard was too far away to hit with the hammer. I needed a better idea. The guard was too far away. That was never going to happen. That wouldn't work. It was a small, flat drain cover. There was no point putting that in the drain. There was no point. There was no point. There was no. There was no point. There was no. Hey, Nico, I've got a plan. Over.
Roger, George. What are you thinking? Over.
I'm gonna place the radio out here. Maybe it'll be enough to distract the guard. Give me a second to set this up, then start talking.
Got it.
I carefully positioned the radio in the drain.
Quick, George! I found a way out!
I'm warning you, I will shoot.
You must let us leave!
I could use the target practice.
There was no way I was going to get out there with that armed guard. The radio had slipped out of reach. The radio had slipped out of reach. Nico, that thug isn't gonna let us just walk out.
Let me talk to him. Hey, handsome. Could you find it in your heart to let me out?
Look, love, I'll just as happily put a bullet in you as your yank friend. If you fancy your chances, then feel free to try and escape. I never miss.
You could have just said no.
Any luck?
I gave him my best charming French damsel. Nothing. I think it's time to start thinking of another way out.
Could you use your radio to get the guard's attention? Wait till I'm out on the balcony. Then we'll know if he falls for it.
Sure. I'll see what I can do.
Okay, Nico.
Get a move on, George. That guard won't know what's hit him.
Don't think I won't shoot you.
The guard was already pretty worked up. The hammer hit the guard on the head with enough force to knock him out. Nico, let's get out of here. That guard won't be causing us any more problems.
What did you do to the guard?
Those steps must have been slippery. He took a little tumble. Nico, look. There's a cable car ready to go. Quick, before Langham locks down the system.
You don't think perhaps we should have waited for the next one?
Well, we caught it, didn't we? What's all the fuss? Now, if I can just open this window, I think we'll be fine. Okay, maybe not. Don't panic just yet. I'll think of something. The window catch was on the inside. The catch was on the inside. I couldn't get to it. You hanging in there?
Let's face it, I'm either hanging in here or plummeting to my death.
I couldn't quite reach the handle. Hang on in there.
I'm hanging on, George.
Damn it. It's a little stuck. Just give me a second.
Just hurry up.
Nico!
So, we meet again. I've come for my painting.
What painting?
La Malédiction.
Gesundheit.
Don't play games with me. We both know the painting conceals a treasure, Mr. Stobart.
You know, even if the painting was yours, I wouldn't give it to you. You're just a common gangster.
A fine sentiment. But I won't let you cross me again.
Again?
You stole my ruble. My platinum 12 ruble.
Well, that was just an old coin.
$150,000 worth of old coin.
Wow. Well, a guy could do a lot of redecorating with that.
Ah, enough of your American humor. You will tell me where to find the treasure, and you will tell me now.
Not gonna happen. And did you really just say, so we meet again?
I needed to try something else. Hello? Down here!
Oh, hello, miss.
Could you help me out, please?
Sorry, no can do. But while you're down there, maybe you can clear something up for me.
What?
Something you said when we first met's been playing on my mind.
Do I have a choice?
Exactly.
Exactly what?
Choice.
I don't follow.
You see, I'm a determinist. Goes with this line of work. But what you said in London made me ask one of the big questions. Is there such a thing as free will? Because if there is, then I've made some pretty dodgy choices in my time. So help me out a bit here.
So, do you have regrets?
No, I don't think so. But I am a little worried. This whole free will thing has got me thinking.
What do you enjoy in life, Shears?
Well, I like footy, a good scrap, and topiary.
Can't you stop Medovsky?
As I said, it'd be futile to try. His actions are predetermined, like mine.
It's lovely chatting, but couldn't we discuss this somewhere more convivial?
No way. The boss wants you dead.
Why not choose what you want to do?
Oh, I need to be sure.
Is there nothing you can do to help us, Shears?
It's more than my job's worth.
If what you create in topiary is predetermined, what's the point?
Topiary isn't about freedom of expression. It's horticultural Valium. It makes the voices stop.
So, you're a football fan, right?
Gotta love the beautiful game.
So, if determinism was valid, why would anyone play? What would be the point of it all?
Sometimes when we lose, that's just what I think.
So, you're a determinist. Isn't that just an excuse to let Medovsky boss you around?
At least I know who's controlling me actions. Do you?
Of course. I do as I choose.
So you chose to leap off that cable car, did you?
Yes, because you and Medovsky shot at me. You did choose to shoot at me, didn't you?
Well, yes. But I didn't choose to shoot that geezer in the gallery.
You never intended to kill Henri?
I just wanted to rough him up a little. But the gun went off and the rest is history. Free will didn't come into it.
But you'd made a choice not to shoot him. The fact he died was an accident.
So you think I've got a chance of redemption?
See? You didn't choose to kill Henri.
He died regardless.
Exactly. It was accidental homicide. If by redemption you mean a spell in jail with time off for good behavior, then yes, I think there is a chance for you.
I need to chew this over some more.
Well, I'm not going anywhere. With a little more persuasion, I thought Shears might be our ticket out of this mess. We have a choice. We always have a choice. Just like you've got a choice right now. Help us or not.
You know, miss, you're an inspiration. I think I'm having an epiphany. Of course, it might just be indigestion. No, it's definitely an epiphany. I think you're right. The only thing that has led me here is me and my actions. I'm going to talk to the boss. He's sure to listen to reason. Boss! Boss!
What is it, you imbecile? How many times have I told you not to interrupt me when I'm about to kill somebody? Remember what we agreed. I am the big man who takes care of the big things.
And I am the little man who takes care of the little things.
Exactly. So, haven't you got a little thing you should be doing?
There is one little thing, now you mention it.
Well, don't let me stop you. Get on with it, you big baboon.
If you say so, boss.
Oh. Oh, dear.
There you go. Free will under orders. Now that is what I call a real paradox.
George? You took your time back there.
Medovsky and I had a lot to catch up on. And you and Shears seem to be getting on just fine. So, I figured you'd holler when you were done. Always nice to see old friends.
Oh, thank God it's you two. You would not believe what just happened.
Try us.
Oh dear, the monks aren't gonna like that.
We had a little philosophical disagreement on the way up. Nothing the little TLC won't fix.
Yeah, they're not really broken, more in a transitional state. It's amazing what a lick of paint can do.
What now, George?
We find Langham, we stop his crazy plan, we rescue Eva, and you win a Pulitzer.
When you put it like that, George, sounds easy.
So, how are we going to catch Langham now?
Well, we've got a pretty good idea where he's going.
True, Mesopotamia. Or Iraq, as it is now. Not exactly a prime tourist spot.
Need a lift?
I don't think we'll catch Langham in a limo, but thanks.
I'm not talking limo, mate. I'm talking Medovsky's full-on, fully fueled tax and ticket Learjet 60.
You think you can get us to Iraq?
Wouldn't be the first time, if you know what I mean. I've got the keys, the contacts, and a full drinks cabinet. How about it? It's the least I can do.
The last thing I remembered was getting on board Medovsky's jet and accepting a cocktail from Shears. Hello? Anybody there? What happened to the lights?
Is that better?
Whoa! Senor Marquez?
Indeed. Hello, George.
But you're dead.
Does death worry you?
You bet. I got a nasty feeling it's coming my way.
You have no choice. You cannot allow Langham to destroy Jehovah. Lucifer and Jehovah must rule in harmony, or chaos will prevail.
Don't listen to him, George. He is here to lead you astray. He is a Gnostic, a heretic. Lucifer is the devil. He should be defeated. Jehovah must reign supreme.
Whoa, hold your horses, Padre. I'm no big fan of the devil, but follow Jehovah, and what do you get? Subservience, repression, mindless conformity. Not my cup of tea, pal. I'm more into sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Bacchus is the god for me.
Ah, see what you get when you turn from Jehovah. A paint-spattered hedonist. Don't listen to either of them, George. A heretic and a lazy drunk.
Hey, I'm not lazy.
Nor I a heretic,
I were best forger in the business.
and I gladly died for my faith, as did thousands of my ancestors.
Whoa, 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 fellas, please. My dream, my rules, okay? That seems to me that what you call greed, he'd call ambition, and your subservience is his order. In just about an hour's time, I'm going up against a guy who intends to destroy God. I need advice. Practical advice.
Have a stiff drink and go down fighting. You're a dead man walking anyway.
Nonsense. Put your faith in God, and he will be your shield.
Don't listen to them, George. They're both wrong. Maintain the harmony. Protect the balance.
But how do I...
You have the answer in your hands, George.
In my hands? What do you mean?
George? George, wake up. You were dreaming.
What? Oh. What was all that about?
You were dreaming. Something about sex and drugs from the sound of it.
Yeah. Are we there yet?
Well, that looks like the source of 4 rivers, so the Garden of Eden is right down there.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is your captain speaking. I hope you've had a pleasant flight. The temperature in Eden is a pleasant 30 degrees centigrade. We shall be landing on a flat plain about 2 kilometres into the desert, which you will find is a pleasant stroll to your destination. Fasten your seatbelt and all that gubbins. Finally, may I take this opportunity of thanking you personally for choosing to fly Air Shears. We do hope you'll fly again with us soon.
Come on, I think we're nearly there.
Wait, Charles. I think Shields is having a moment.
Bleeding hellfire. I'm cream crackered. Just give me a moment.
You go on. We'll catch you up.
You okay?
Yeah, just give me a moment.
What do you think we're gonna find?
Well, that I guess. Ancient prophecies, supernatural curses, devil raising.
Well, let's hope it's our lucky day. Guys, there's a small problem.
Is it Langham?
No, it's worse than that. Come look.
Oh, George, stop being so overdramatic.
Oh, look, a goat.
You like goats?
Love 'em. Hey, we could call it Donna.
Oh, what a lovely name. Isn't it, Princess? Are you hungry, my lovely?
Okay, while you get all David Attenborough on us, I'll take a look around. That's a Wolfram truck, which means Langham can't be far away. Another angry goat. What had I done to deserve the universal ire of goatdom? For a brief moment, I considered petting the creature. That moment quickly passed. Nico, what is it with you and goats?
What is it with you and goats? I'm not the one who's alienated an entire species.
Hey, Shears?
What?
Feeling any better?
This heat makes me feel proper pony. Know what I mean?
No. It was an old, gnarled fig tree. One limb, just out of reach of the goat, was laden with ripe figs. The back of the truck was full of sealed boxes and crates. A knapsack had been thrown on top. I decided I should locate the owners before touching anything. A truck door sported a Wolfram logo. We were in the right place. Langham and his Wolfram thugs were here somewhere. Better find them first. A giant stone head lay on the ground. Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. There you all are. But where's Langham? Psst.
What have we got here then?
Do you think the boss is coming out?
Dunno and don't care. I was only here to blow a hole in that rock. Job done. Just waiting for me ride home.
Let's give him half an hour, max. This place gives me the willies.
Oh, don't be such a wuss. A few old statues. What could possibly go wrong? All right. Like you said, 30 minutes.
We need to get past these idiots and stop Langham.
Tricky. They've got some tasty-looking shooters. Besides, I'm a reformed man. I've given up senseless violence. Miss Collard is leading me out of the darkness and into the promised land. One day at a time.
Oh, that's great, Shears. Great. Terrific timing. I guess we're going to have to find a way past them. Hey, Shears. Any idea how to get past these guards?
Some sort of distraction, I guess.
So, what are we going to do about these guys?
Perhaps you could create some kind of distraction.
I didn't want to go down there until the guards were out of the way. I didn't want to go down there until the guards were out of the way. With my best throw, I tossed one of the ripe figs. It landed close to the group. None of them spotted it. I'd moved as close as I could without being spotted. 3 of Langham's thugs, all heavily armed and dangerous looking. We'd need to get them out of the way if we were going to stop Langham. A large statue of a creature with a winged bull's body and a human head. Looked pretty intimidating. There was no way I'd get close to the cave entrance while Langham's henchmen were still there. Another intimidating statue. If I threw another one, Langham's goons might figure out we were watching them. The feeling of animosity was mutual. It devoured the fruit greedily. The feeling of animosity was mutual. I had an idea. I wondered just how much that goat liked figs. Hey, goat, want a fig? Nope, I needed to try something else. Would you like one of these figs?
Why not? Thanks.
Notice anything about the guards?
Only that they look nervous.
Hey, Sears. Would you like a fig?
No, thanks. I don't do fruit. Apart from wine, of course.
Hey, Sears. Would you like a fig?
No, thanks. I don't do fruit. Apart from wine, of course.
I casually tossed a fig to the bottom of the path.
Oh, hello, little fella.
Shall we shoot him? Nah, leave him alone.
With my best throw, I tossed one of the ripe figs. It landed close to the group. None of them spotted it. I casually tossed a fig to the bottom of the path.
Goat's back, everyone.
I said, leave him alone.
All right, keep your hair on. I'm just saying.
With my best throw, I tossed one of the ripe figs. It landed close to the group. None of them spotted it. If I wandered down there, the guards would spot me. That was almost a great idea. I casually tossed a fig to the bottom of the path. Would you like one of these figs?
Why not? Thanks.
The goat quickly swallowed another fig. Notice anything about the guards?
Only that they look nervous.
Hey, Shears. Any idea how to get past these guards?
Some sort of distraction, I guess.
If I wander down there, the guards... I considered unleashing Trevor on the unsuspecting guards, but his kung fu training was incomplete. One day soon I would put him to the test. Only then would he learn the true secrets of a Shaolin master. I needed a better... That was almost a... Well, it seemed like a good idea at the time. Not a snowball. That was... The goat smelled bad enough already. Despite the yarn being a processed byproduct of a fellow bovid, the goat had no qualms about eating it. The goat smelled bad enough already.
Shoo, goat! Shoo!
The driver's door was locked. I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure that... I wasn't... The back of the truck was full of sealed boxes and crates. A knapsack had been thrown on top. I grabbed the knapsack. It was full of military items. A canvas knapsack full of heavy objects. Some of them looked pretty dangerous. I wasn't sure that would open the door. A canvas knapsack. Hey, Nico, check this out.
Where did you get that from?
It was in the back of the Wolfram truck. The contents looked a little military.
I suspect Shields knows his way around most military objects. Perhaps he can shed some light on what they are.
Hey, Shears.
Hello, my darlings.
What's all this stuff?
Explosives mostly. Right little treasure trove.
It was either a giant slab of bubblegum or a block of explosive. The writing on the side was the giveaway. I'm guessing this isn't a giant stick of gum.
Dead right, Georgie boy. It's TNT. Don't worry about it, though. It's perfectly safe. Long as you don't pull that timer cord. And if you do, give us a shout first.
A cardboard roll containing some kind of wire. What's that?
Fuse wire. Cut a length off, stick it in something that goes bang, light it and do a runner.
Sounds simple enough.
It is, until you make a mistake.
What on earth is that, Shears? It looks dangerous.
Careful, it could be anything. Gelignite, plastic, or... it could be someone's lunch.
Yeah, I think what you got there is a sausage. Local delicacy, I expect. Long tubes wrapped in paper. Certainly looked like dynamite. Is that what I think it is?
Careful! Dynamite is fickle, unpredictable and dangerous. Just like her indoors. No gymnastics while you got that stuff in your pocket.
It was a roll of duct tape. If you can't repair something with duct tape, you're not using enough duct tape. It was a battered old lighter. A monogram on the front read, "Put your own personal monogram here." The classic badass lighter. I took it. I needed all the help I could get. On closer inspection, the TNT already had a detonator attached, which was distinctly unreassuring. I knew it was a sausage. Shears knew it was a sausage. But one tiny length of fuse wire and voila, dynamite. I tore off a length of fuse wire and rammed it into the end of the dynamite. A daring act, but one that had also made me rather nervous. That was not a snow. They... Hey, Nico, check this out.
What on earth have you got there?
It's a sausage.
And that's sticking out of it?
Fuse wire. Trust me, I have a plan.
You've been watching too many children's cartoons.
Well, it seemed like they... That...
Come here, George. What are you doing? I'll be having those explosives, George.
But...
No. No buts, George.
I needed to figure out what to do with it before I lit it. That... Never... I wasn't sure that would open the door. With my best throw, I tossed one of the ripe figs. It landed close to the group. None of them spotted it. That wasn't quite... They didn't go. That... I casually tossed a fig to the bottom of the path. The narrow path opened out into a clearing. I needed to figure out what to do. The driver's door was locked. Never... Not... They... I wasn't sure that would open the door. I wasn't sure. Nope. That was almost... That wouldn't work. I didn't think I'd be able to toss the sausage that far. The back of the truck was full of sealed boxes and crates. Nico, a hand, please. You seem to have a bond with these creatures.
I hope you're not thinking of harming Donner.
Trust me, a cunning six-phase plan is forming, wholly approved by all the major animal rights organizations. Just keep her still for a second.
Why have you attached the sausage to Donner?
That's phase one. Now, watch as the others come together.
If it's all the same to you, I'll watch from over there.
I had a fake piece of dynamite strapped to the goat. Phase one of my plan, complete. Now, I just had to figure out phases 2 to 6. I didn't want to make myself a target without a very good reason. Once butted, twice shy. The sausage already had a fuse wire, and I wasn't going to wrap the goat in it. That should do the trick. With my best throw, I tossed one of the ripe figs. It landed close to the group. I casually tossed a fig to the bottom of the path. Cry havoc and let slip the goats of war.
Oh, hello, goatee. Oh, fellas.
What's he got round his neck?
Looks like.
Oh my God! Scarper!
Langham's guards must have been spooked. There was no sign of him.
So, in there then? It looks dark.
I ain't going in there. Tight spaces give me the heebie-jeebies. Why don't I stay here and make sure the 3 wise monkeys don't come back?
The cave was pitch black, too dark to see a thing. Through the gloom, I could just see stairs leading down. Come on, Nico. We need to find Langham.
Wow. This place is extraordinary. You think this is really Eden?
Well, if you see any apples, think twice before you eat them. Lucifer. Jehovah.
And Langham.
He's got Eva. Whatever he's up to.
I hope we're in time.
Look, the altar. The glowing thing? It's the shape of the tabula. We have to get across there, quick. What do you suppose Langham's up to?
Whatever it is, we need to stop him before it's too late.
The ancient bridge had collapsed many years ago. Langham had used a ladder to cross, but that ladder was now on the other side. A tangled mass of dry old vines hung from the ceiling. The ladder got caught up in him. It was a dried-up, dead-looking bush. A huge statue of Lucifer framed one side of the altar. A large crack ran from the side of the altar. A sublime light radiated from the crack. There was an ancient tree behind Lucifer. The tree of knowledge? I had to find a way across the gap. I had to find a way across the gap. The ladder was tangled in vines. I couldn't reach it from there. A lasso would have tangled on the vines rather than the ladder. That was almost a great idea. Almost. Nope. It didn't. That would be pointless. That wouldn't work. The fuse wire wasn't strong enough to pull down the vines. That wouldn't make... The lighter had run out of fuel, but the flint could still make sparks.
Charles, what are you doing?
I kind of have a plan.
Well, I hope it works.
It was a burning bush. How very biblical. That was... I love the smell of Brett in the morning.
You! Don't you ever give up, but you're too late. No one can stop me now.
Do something, George! He's crazy!
No, not crazy, as you will soon see.
You'll destroy us all!
Ha! The ancients who built these statues feared their powers, but soon I shall control them.
What are you going to do with the tabula?
It is the key that will awaken the two gods. Upon my command, Lucifer shall smite Jehovah with his power, annihilate him.
can't destroy Jehovah. You'll shatter the balance. You'll plunge the world into chaos.
No. Ruled by Lucifer, man will be liberated to realize his greatest ambitions, to realize his full potential. But this isn't the place to discuss these things.
Where do you suggest?
How about eternity?
George!
Ecce homo!
Nico, you must stop him.
Eva, what do we do?
I don't know.
But your father said you had the answer.
He used to talk about pure light.
Pure light? What does that mean?
I don't know. That's what he said. Pure light, white light, will conquer.
George! A massive statue of Jehovah framed on one side of the altar. Green light shot from the orb in his hand. A massive statue of Lucifer towered over the altar. Blue light shot from the orb in his hand.
Nico, thank God you're here. We must stop Langham before it's too late.
What's going on?
He's inserted the tabula. Powers are rising.
Nico! Pure light! Get me light!
That would probably have... He was too close to Georges.
Nico! Hurry! Please, light! Pure, white light!
That would probably have brought the... Blowing Eva up would not have been constructive. That would probably have... That would prob... That would prob... That would prob... That would prob... Of course it didn't. That didn't... Well, it... Of course it did. They didn't go... It didn't... The gun was well tuned and still sticky. They didn't... to blow up such an ancient tree. I couldn't bring myself to blow. Before Langham had started doing his thing, the tree had appeared lifeless. Now it was pulsating with energy. Ran across one side of the altar.
Rise up, Lucifer! Smite Jehovah!
Just got to focus the light. Pura, lux, victura est.
Jehovah must be destroyed! The world will embrace Lucifer! What gives you the right to stand in his way?
Free will. That's what we bring. Humanity brings free will. The final piece of the Trinity.
Run!
All right, guys. While you've been larking about, I've been thinking about supper. How does a nice barbecue tickle your fancy?
I think you'd better have this, don't you?
My father gave his life to find it. Now I must spend mine protecting it.
How? Where will you go?
To Catalonia, I have a house and a chapel to restore. And a new life to build as a Gnostic leader.
You know, Nico, this time I really wasn't sure if we were going to make it.
Perhaps we had the gods on our side, or whatever those powers were.
Maybe you're right.
You know, we make a great team.
We could be more than a team.
Oh?
Before this all started, back in Paris, I was just about to invite you out to...
Oi! Dinner is served.
Fantastic.
What's on the menu?
Doner kebabs with a spicy fig compote.
Wait, Donna as in... Donna?
But Nico, I thought you loved goat.
strange girl. She walks in another world. I never know where she's been. She might have a twin. She's my Jasmine. She talks like a soundtrack. I wanna check the playback. She's cool and enigmatic. She's really neoclassic. Her smile's a panacea. A present day Sophia. I'm buzzing like a short out. My mind's a brawl in a courthouse. She's a strange girl. She walks in another world. I never know where she's been. She's my heavenly twin. She's my Jasmine. My style is always highbrow. I've gotta reach her somehow. She's 1,000 shades of gray and a million miles away. Bewildering and abstract. She really is a new black. I'm hypnotized and tongue-strapped. Feels like a dollar zooming flashback. She's a strange girl. She walks in another world. I never know where she's been. She's my heavenly twin. She's mine. She's a strange girl. She walks in another world. I never know where she's been. My heavenly twin. She's mine. My Jasmine. My Jasmine. She got my head in a spin. Listen, babe, do you think you're going my way? Stop the car, I wanna get in. Jasmine, she got right through my skin. Jasmine, I'm hooked so deep way in. Jasmine, okay, I lose you in. She's so cool, she's pure adrenaline. One minute she's sweet as a light. Next moment she's on fire and fight. Got me wondering, is it day or night? Ooh, baby, you're out of sight. Jasmine, she got right through my skin. Jasmine, I'm hooked so deep way in. Jasmine, okay, I lose you in. So cool, adrenaline. where she's been, she's my heavenly twin. She's my Jasmine. She talks like a soundtrack. I wanna check the playback. She's cool and enigmatic. She's really neoclassic. Her smile's a panacea, a present day Sophia. I'm buzzing like a short out. My mind's a brawl in a courthouse. She's a strange girl. She walks in another world. I never know where she's been. She's my heavenly twin. She's my Jasmine. The style is always highbrow. I've gotta reach her somehow. She's 1,000 shades of gray and a million miles away. Bewildering and abstract. She really is a new black. I'm hypnotized and tongue-strapped. Feels like a dollar zooming flashback. She's a strange girl. She walks in another world. I never know where she's been.